Hi there, I'm Angela Mappin, and today I'm pleased to be delivering the third of our four bite sized sessions designed to complement April's Stress Awareness Month. I consider myself lucky to have a job that allows me to help people draw from their strengths, increase their own self awareness, and to develop personal insights into what works and what doesn't work for them. These are all strategies for building resilience, and in this session, I'm going to share with you some of the habits that you can start to create to help build your resilience. And April is Stress Awareness Month, and the theme this year is community. How we connect with community might be through having a sense of belonging or even a connection with others. But however we use the definition, we're more able to feel that sense of community if we can cope well with everything we currently have on our plates. We can feel more able to cope if we understand how stress affects us and how we can keep our stress levels to a comfortable level. Building resilience is a great way to help you with your stressors. So let's take a closer look at how you might do this. It won't be a surprise to you that our lives are becoming increasingly busier, and that our days at work fly by due to the fact that we have many things to fit into it. But did you know that work-related stress accounted for 50% of all work-related ill health in 2020-21? So no wonder it's important for us to build our resilience. And Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychologist, and the quote that you can see on the slide resonates with resilience and its purpose. But let's take a closer look at what resilience is. Resilience is about not going beyond your own breaking point. And this links back to our first session where we looked at the pressure pot. And resilience is about bouncing back and making the correct choices. And this links to our second session where we looked at some reflections to help with our stress. But resilience is also learning from things that have happened in the past in order to inform our future. In other words, it's about mental toughness. If you think it, you can do it. It's about psychological hardiness, a personality trait that's associated with an ability to manage and respond to stressful life events. It's about having coping mechanisms, and these are the strategies that people often use in the face of stress. So start thinking about and building your own strategies for coping to maintain your own emotional well-being. And it's about buoyancy, working hard to stay afloat and trying not to get that sinking feeling. And it's about invulnerability, constantly working towards protecting yourself from challenges and obstacles. And all of these things mean we have to consciously keep developing good habits in order to create new unconscious patterns of behavior, just doing it without thinking. Out of all of these, I want to focus on mental toughness. And mental strength is just like any other skill. It takes time to develop. So I want to share with you 9 habits and practices you can start doing to make yourself mentally stronger and become more resilient in many of your own tough and complex situations. So number 1, they see things objectively. And objectivity is seeing and accepting things as they are and responding thoughtfully and considerately to challenges and opportunities that come your way in life. So give it a go by trying to base your opinions on facts rather than on your feelings. Take a step back and analyze the situation to determine what you can control and what you can't. So the second one is that they let go of entitlement. We all deserve happiness, but we don't deserve a life free from obstacles or setbacks. So an attitude of entitlement, that thinking that we deserve to get what we want most or all of the time, can make it much more difficult to deal with challenges when they come around and take you by surprise. And mentally strong people recognize that their life plans and also life itself could be derailed at any moment. And they don't waste their effort feeling sorry for themselves when things don't quite go their way. For you, do things because you want to do them and allow others the freedom to behave how they wish to do so, but without judgment. Do things for others, not because you expect anything in return, but simply because you wish to do it from within. Number 3, they keep an even keel. I'm sure you all know someone who, when faced with a challenge or a setback, still has the ability to remain calm and stable. Emotional stability and the ability to keep a cool head is an enormous asset when it comes to deal with challenging situations. Fortunately, though, emotional stability tends to increase with age, and it should come as no surprise that we become happier as a result. So there's one positive thing about getting older. Number 4, they don't aspire to be happy all the time. Excessive preoccupation with happiness can actually lead to an unhealthy attitude towards negative emotions and experiences. And mentally strong people don't try to avoid negative emotions, but rather accept both positive and negative. And having the ability to let different feelings coexist is a key component of resiliency. Number 5, they're realistic optimists. Mentally tough people make a habit of getting up after they fall. And instead of getting upset, feeling hopeless, and giving up in the face of obstacles, they take the opportunity to put on their thinking caps and come up with a creative solution to the problem at hand. And mentally strong people tend to be realistic optimists. They have the hopefulness of optimists and the clarity of pessimists, which give them both the motivation and critical thinking required to come up with creative solutions. Number 6, they live in the present moment. Being present rather than dwelling on the past or anticipating the future allows you to see things as they really are. Whether or not they have a formal meditation or mindfulness practice, mentally strong people tend to have a mindful, attentive way of engaging with the world. So why not give this a go by taking the time to appreciate where you are, what you're doing, who is with you, and instead of becoming caught up in the past or worrying about what will happen in the future, try to savor each moment as it passes. Number 7, they're persistent in pursuit of their goals. Being persistent in pursuit of your goals is clearly an indication of grit. We've all heard inspiring stories of amazingly successful people who overcame many challenges and failures to get there. They're exhibiting one of the most fundamental qualities of resilient people, perseverance, or as psychologist Angela Lee Duckworth puts it, grit. In her studies of students in a number of different educational environments and teachers and workers in various professional environments, Duckworth found that grit, more than any other single quality, accounts for success. Number 8, they know when it's time to let go. A mentally strong person can say to themselves, I tried everything I could in this situation, so now I find it easier to let go. Just as important as perseverance is the ability to recognize that you can control only your own actions, not other people's reactions. And accepting this fact allows us to let go of things that are beyond our control. And finally, number 9, they love their lives. Mentally strong people are grateful and appreciative of obstacles because of the simple fact that obstacles are life itself. None of us live in a perfect world, and there are always ups and downs in everybody's lives. So try being kinder to yourself and accept that obstacles in your path are not obstacles because they are the path itself. So before I bring this session to a close, here's one final reminder of the 9 essential habits of mentally strong people. And I'm wondering, are there any that you can add to the list? And which of them are you thinking about the most? Take these thoughts with you as you get on with your day and allow yourself to explore whatever feels right for you. Thank you for joining me today and taking some time to think about what you can do to increase your mental toughness. And as a takeaway, remember to consciously keep developing good habits in order to create new unconscious patterns of behaviour. Take care, everyone, and I hope you can join me for our next and final bite-sized session titled Be More Willow.